everyone, and welcome back to YTOTM Gaming, and this is going to be my 1 year later game room tour. Just to address the new intro, I've recently started using a new app that was recommended to me by Geordie Slasher Gaming, so I'm trying to figure that new app out and just play with it and see how it goes. The app I was previously using was just getting a little bit icky. It wasn't so good. So I've started using this new app from Geordie Slasher. And again, just before I go into the game room tour, I want to thank Geordie Slasher Gaming Mark for nominating me for the YouTuber of the Month. There's another 4 great channels that are also up for nomination. We've got Jim at Corbana, Dylan at Hyper Trigger X, Nick Berry from Not More Games with Nick Berry, and James from Games on Birdroom. So I'll leave a link to Sega Zombies channel, so you can head over there and place your vote. So yeah, this is going to be my 1 year game room tour. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that started their channels during the start of last year because of the whole lockdown situation during the pandemic. I know that Retro Ghetto, he's definitely reaching his 1 year soon, and I'm pretty sure people like Ginger Hippie and Nerdy Geezer, I'm sure these guys are also hitting their 1 year mark. So congratulations to all those guys as well. Anyway, on to the tour, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Cheers. So a little disclaimer before we start doing the room tour. I've seen quite a few people's room tour recently, and a lot of people's pictures as well of their setups and things, and to be honest, it puts a lot of stuff of my stuff to shame, because their stuff is all pristine and crisp and clean and everything. My room's very, very cluttered and it's tiny. But anyway, on with the tour. So when we come into the room, we'll just start over here, and we've got some comics up in the wall. This is the same as the last time I did the room tour, but recently I've got a couple of new computer game comics for my next pickups. So they're going to be replacing these comics here. It'll be Bendy. I don't even know her name, but Jay plays Bendy a lot, so he likes that. We've got Pasta and Sauce Final Fantasies here, and a wee Wiimote box, an Xbox One X, which I don't have, but my friend got me off of his sister when it was his nephew's birthday, so he kept the box for me, so that's pretty cool. PS4 box there, Fortnite, and then we've got Squirtle, and behind Squirtle we've got the AT games, the Sega Mega Drive Flashback, which I won from Sega Zombie, one of its competitions, which is pretty cool. I do have it hooked up and play it now and again. Down here we've got our Dreamcast, Saturn and N64, and it's all hooked up to the wee tiny CRT, which we've got Goemon on at the moment, and a little Retro Ghetto sticker there that I got from Callum. Wee Deadpool, Bobblehead, a Yoshi, a wee Fortnite guy, I think it's Drift, and then a Transformer, and then we've got one of the kind of Mega Drive kind of catalogue poster things here. And we've got a little handmade dust cover sleeve for my game N64 games as well. Going up further up in this wall, we've got a drawing my big brother drew, which is really cool, Ryu and Jin. We've got an unopened Fortnite Tempest figure, which was from Jay's Christmas, that he's not opened up, so I thought I'd just put it up on the wall. Another drawing from my big brother, I think it's I can't remember the run of this comic, is it the Batman That Laughs or something like that? I can't remember. No, Heavy Metal Batman I think, but it's the Joker kind of Batman thing. It's a really cool picture, I just don't really know much of the origins of it. We've got a Final Fantasy 3D printed, which came from Gavin. I can't remember his eBay page, but he's done 2 things for me, so I'll get to the next one in a wee bit, but that's just brilliant, I love that. And then we've got a little pull out from the Silent Hill 2 that I put into a frame. Got a couple of these Shadow of the Colossus postcard kind of things framed up as well. A little Avengers Alliance, I think it was a mobile game. a little Mario and another little Fortnite guy. A wee Cooper, a wee Steve Cooper's World sitting there with another Shadow of the Colossus. And we've got Kyo, I think his name's Kyo from King of Fighters. It's like a doll. It's pretty cool actually. But I think recently, because I've started doing some Instagram stuff, so I'm thinking about just taking my box toys out of their boxes so I can do some more kind of Instagram pictures with them. A little Chica keyring and then a Lost Planet leaflet kind of thing. A Dead Rising zombie with a Foxy, I think his name is, from Five Nights at Freddy's. And then we've got these three really cool card kind of posters that I found at my parents' house. They're really cool. I think they'll look better framed, but I don't have any frames at the moment. Moving on to the first shelf, we've got the PlayStation box with the light. That's now in Jay's room as a little night light. And then the Let's Go Pikachu Switch box. And then I found a couple of these as well, which are the Wiimote decals, Wiimote stickers. So then we've got our Sega Saturn collection, which isn't big at all. We've got these two here, Sega Rally and Alien Trilogy, I got from Swap Shop from Sega Zombie, so I'm chuffed to have them. Alien Trilogy in particular, brilliant game. This holds a lot of nostalgic value, that game. Moving down, we've got some Mega Drive games. So we've got some Looney Tunes there, James Bond, Sonic the Hedgehog. That case has seen better days, to be honest. A little bit goosed. Down here, a couple more Mega Drive games. One Genesis game, which is Pac-Mania. And the Mega games, and then Cannon Fodder, Street Fighter, and then Rocket Knight Adventure. This game's brilliant, but unfortunately I don't have the manual for it. But this is a great game. Still looks brilliant today. Further down, a couple more Mega Drive games. The Sonic compilation, Shaq Fu. Everyone hates Shaq Fu. I thought it was alright when I was younger. I thought it was a good laugh. But I get it. It's not a great game. And Batman Returns is absolutely solid. What a hard game that is. Further down, the N64 game collection. So we've got a lot of cool games in here. We've got Ocarina of Time, one of the best games I've ever played. GoldenEye, Pokemon Stadium. And I've got the wee transfer pack as well for the Game Boy games to go into. And that's my little custom made dust sleeves for them as well. I think they look quite cool. It's better than just having the grey carts sitting around. Of course I'd rather have the boxes than fully boxed, but that's a little bit too expensive for me, I think. And then we've got Donkey Kong and Lakitu, but he's missing his specs. His specs fell off somewhere. A couple more N64 games with a wee Bob-omb sitting there. And my tiny Dreamcast collection, Soldier of Fortune, Choo Choo Rocket and Shenmue. And my little remote control for my CRTV. Down here a couple of random PS4 games. Joe's Diner I got recently, but it's meant to be absolutely rubbish, so I don't think I'll play that anytime soon, to be honest. And then just jammed in here we've got a couple of books. So we've got a God of War book there I got for my birthday, which is brilliant. It's very much just like Atreus's little notebook that he takes during the game, so you get all the kind of bestiary, all the notes and all the enemies and things like that. It's pretty cool. And then we've got the Deus Ex walkthrough and Halo Reach walkthrough. A couple more walkthroughs. We've got Fallout New Vegas, Final Fantasy 12, Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag. And up here we've got a couple of, so we've got one graphic novel, which is the Metal Gear Solid graphic novel. That is absolutely brilliant, that. Another book I got for my birthday, or Christmas this was, which is the Norse Myths that inspired Final Fantasy 7. Still not read this yet. I think it will be a pretty cool read. And another little Final Fantasy book here, which is the world of Final Fantasy 13. So I think Jim Cabana's playing this at the moment. I think he said he's at the 9th boss. I really kind of enjoyed Final Fantasy 13. I get it by a lot of people who don't like it, but I thought it was pretty cool. And then moving up here we've got, this is the big multi-part Civil War poster my big brother gave me. And it's really cool. That will always be a kind of centerpiece in my games room. A little fur backer, so it's a little Furby Chewbacca. He's sleeping at the moment. Jenga Super Mario. Over here we've got the games that I've finished recently. So this year I've finished these games here. There's a lot of cool games in here. There's a lot of games that I wouldn't play again, but recently was Thor, which was recommended by Champion 2D Rob a long time ago in one of his videos, and it always stuck in my head, so when I seen it for £3 I had to snap it up. A couple more bits and bobs here. So we've got Baymax from Big Hero 6, we've got 2 little hip flasks. No Scotsman's Gameroom is complete without some hip flasks. One I got from my friend when I was his best man at his wedding, and one I got from my first Father's Day. And then we've got a Resident Evil T-Virus Antidote and the Street Fighter Dragon Punch energy drinks. These are really out of date, so I wouldn't drink them. The Buzz box set back there, I'm pretty sure that came in a slip sleeve, but that only cost me like, I think it was £2 in a charity shop. And it was all complete, everything was in there. So that's pretty cool. I do like the Buzz games. Street Fighter 2 on the, I think it's the PC compatible Street Fighter 2 XL kicks. Minecraft is still sitting in here from when Jay did his Jay review on Minecraft. And then we've got a PlayStation Cup here, which is just full of little random Game Boy Advance games and things like that. And we've got PS4 collection. Not a huge collection, but there's a lot of good games there. I really enjoyed Death Stranding. I thought it was a phenomenal game. Days Gone, excellent. Resident Evil 2s and Final Fantasy 7, both them remakes are top class. Up here we've got Mario on his quad bike, and another one of those Wii decal sticker things. A couple of Master System games in here, so we got Alien Storm and Chuck Rock. Wonder Boy is brilliant. I think this is, who was it that said this was their favourite Master System game? I think it was Essex Retro Gamer, Rob. I think he said that was his favourite Master System game. A couple more down here, Tom and Jerry movie, Castle of Illusion, Super Tennis, Donald Duck. A couple of Nintendo cardboard in here as well. So we've got the Ninja there, sorry. So Retrobet was playing that quite a bit, and I think he was one that set the challenge recently for it. And I tried the challenge, but I just couldn't even get past the bloody first gate. It's a solid game, so hard. My only Super Nintendo game, which is Stunt Race FX, 2 boxed N64, Final Fantasy Tactics on the Game Boy Advance, Mario Kart 8, and then some more Wii games down here, Wii U, sorry. Not many Wii U games. My brother's got quite a few, so I'm thinking about buying them off him at some point. Down here we've got some GameCube games. The standout there is Twin Snakes for me. Twin Snakes is excellent, love it. And the Resident Evil remake, that was really good as well. Remaster. And down here we've got a very small NES collection. So let's see if I can get that focus to do that. There we go. So we've got Gremlins 2, Power Blade, Dr. Mario, Super Mario 3, Turtles from Mark. He wants to inflict some punishment on me, I think. And then Top Gun. And down here, got some DS games as well, Final Fantasy 3, Super Mario, Tetris DS, and a wee Toad sitting there as well, the Band Hero box, and complete. And then right down the bottom, sorry for the angles, is like a, was it the Python joystick. And then just in here we've got all the pickups for the end of the month that I need to show off. There's a lot of DVDs in there, so they'll just get rattled off quickly in the pickups. And then here we've got our PS2 collection. So I've seen a lot of people doing this as well, like turning some of their favourite games around. And yeah, it makes the shelves look a little bit more bright and lively. So I've turned around Onimusha 3 there, which is brilliant. We've got the 2 Army of Dark Maximos up there as well, which are cool games. Down here a couple of movies as well, video game related movies up here, Street Fighter, Tekken, Halo. And then down here I've turned around Shadow of the Colossus. We've also got Dark Chronicle, Outrun. Like, there's a lot of really cool games there, but I can't turn them all around. And down the bottom just a load of other random stuff. So we've got VHS collection at the back, at the bottom. The Warriors there, WrestleMania. I think it goes through 1 to 15. I think, can't really remember. So that's a really cool kind of box set. It's incomplete because I think I'm missing like the sleeve for it. or the bottom part of it. And here we've got a whole load of books and comics and things like that, so magazines, sorry. So a lot of magazines there from courtesy of Feed Me Chicken. And then we've got this one here from Sega Saturn lads. It's the Panzer Dragoon magazine. I already had the demo disc, so I really wanted to get the magazine just to kind of complete that. So that looks really cool, and I really want to get that displayed at some point. Try and get a nice frame for it. And then we've got the Battlestar Galactica complete series and 28 Days Later, both on DVD. And moving around here, so we've got a SOCOM complete box. It's terrible condition. I was really gutted when that arrived. And then the Switch controllers. We've only got a couple of pops. So we've got one, the Marvel vs Capcom pops there. Street Fighter 15th anniversary controller. Let's see if I can get this opened. So it does look pretty cool. That's it there. It's really cool. It's got the kind of holographic kind of effect to it. And moving along, just a couple more controller boxes. So for the Xbox 360, a wired controller, and then two of the GameCube USB controllers as well. Then you've got the PS1 collection. So again, I've turned them all around. The games that I've really enjoyed. A couple of these little smart cartridges as well. Got them in a bundle. So Front Mission 3, I love that. I need to play that again at some point. Silent Hill, which I got from a really generous donation not too long ago actually. Chrono Cross is a Japanese import, but I love Chrono Cross as well, and Tomb Raider 2 is probably my favourite Tomb Raider. So Crash Team Racing here, this is a game that me and the missus play quite a lot. We love that game, had a couple of good drunken nights playing that. Resident Evil 2, loved Resident Evil 2, Final Fantasy 6, I've never actually played Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 7 is my favourite one, and I don't even have that, so shame on me. Metal Gear Solid, and then we've got some PSP down here. So again, just turn them around. That God of War I got from Fob, again from Swap Shop. Some more PSP down here. I don't know why Virtua Ten's there, that's why that fell down. So Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. I think the best one on the PSP was Peace Walker. I don't have that one at the moment. Breath of Fire 3 is another cool RPG as well. Beautiful Joe, I do like the Beautiful Joe games, they're pretty cool. And then we've got our Xbox collection. Obscure, I still need to get into that, give that a good go. And we've got some more Xbox over here. So Soldier of Fortune 2, I didn't even know there was a second one. Blinks I played recently, Ninja Gaiden, I'm not going back to that, it's just too hard. Then a couple more original Xbox. Metal Gear Solid 2, Substance. And some more PSP games down here. So Metal Gear Solid Acid, Lumines, it's a brilliant game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and then Crisis Core, I absolutely love Crisis Core, it's a great game. A couple more of the original Xbox games down here. Knights of the Old Republic, my big brother absolutely loves those games. I haven't really given much time to them. And we'll move over to the TV. So just over here we've got all our consoles. So the bottom ones there are not hooked up, but the top three are. So we get the PS2, the Xbox and the GameCube. And then that's our, down here's our poker set that we play poker with the boys whenever they come round. And all of our wires, I don't even want to show you the wires are a disgrace. But basically I only plug in the console that I'm playing at the moment. We've got some more cool stuff here from Mark at Geordie Slasher. He sent me a Spawn figure, and there's another one over here, two Spawn figures, and he sent me it's like a NES that you can plug straight into HDMI, because my NES is kind of playing up at the moment. I've not really put much time into cleaning it or anything like that. So the game I'm playing at the moment is Half-Life for the PC. And we've got a couple more toys here, so we've got Jay's Cuphead figures at the back. We've got an old toy I found again at my parents' house, which is the Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. Rafika and Simba. We get Splinter, the PS TV here, which is actually a really cool wee thing. And that's the AT Games Mega Drive that I got from Sega Zombie. And then we got a wee Iron Man and a Dustin from Stranger Things. Moving up to the top of the TV, we've got, who's this? Generation Pixel told me. I can't remember. Kygor, another Pokemon. It's a McDonald's toy, this one. Ender Dragon. Got my first ever standee I got from Callum at Retro Ghetto, and then a wee Yoshi. And then this is the other cool 3D printed thing that Gavin did for me, which is really cool. I'm happy with that, and it looks quite nice on the TV actually. Over here we've got a nice canvas of Spider-Man and Hulk, and then we've got these, what were they called, Kotaku? I think they're Kotaku figures. So we've got Hayachi and Mitsurugi, Sackboy Parappa, and then 2 Wipeout. And like I said before, I think I might take them out of the boxes so I can do some nice Instagram kind of photos with them. So I forgot to show this as well, which came from Nerdy Geezer, and I made a little kind of display for it. So it's Streets of Rage 2, starring Rick, oh I can't remember his second name, from Splatterhouse. A wee Chansey Pokemon card, and then just some leaflet there from Dreamcast games. Up here we've got a framed, so this was a double, so I thought I'd put it into a frame. I did the same with a Bioshock, but it fell off the wall and smashed, so that's done, it's goosed. And we've got this cool Golden Sun. This came in the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance box, so I thought I'll get it framed. This I got a long time ago from, I can't remember who it was, but it was on Facebook Marketplace, and it was in one of the, it was in the Tiny Toons box. God of War I got for my birthday last year as well. Love God of War, that is probably my favourite game of all time. I think it's just immense. A Gran Turismo poster and a Phantom Pain poster as well. Over here we've got our 7th gen consoles, the 360, the Gears of War one, the Wii and the PS3, and then my PC as well. Started to pick up some PC games because, I mean, they're quite cheap. I don't mind playing PC games, and I think when everyone's looking left, you go right kind of thing, so I'm picking up some PC games. So this whole kind of space here, it's just a big bit of dead space, and it really annoys me, so I'm looking to do something with it with my steelbooks. So I want to kind of get all my steelbooks, lay on top of it, and then get a bit of glass and put it on top, so it's kind of like a steelbook bench, and then I can still put my consoles on top, just because it just looks horrendous and I hate it. I absolutely hate it, so I need to do something with it. But I did price a piece of glass, I measured it, and it was coming to like 87 quid. I'm sure that's a good price, but it's just a bit too rich for me at the moment. So we'll go up top here now for the Wii games. The Wii collection up here. So GoldenEye, I absolutely love that game. We've got a wee, is that a Penguin Mario? Yeah, GoldenEye is a great game, I absolutely loved it. Really taken back by it. Conduit as well, so another good first person shooter for the Wii. That's a recent one I got there, Final Fantasy Fables. I started playing it, it's okay, need to give it a bit more time. House of the Dead Overkill, it's 2 Super Mario Galaxies as well. A couple of Crash games and Spyro. What do we have over here? So Last Story. My pal gave me this, not like last year he gave me it, but, and it was everything was in there except for the main part, which was the disc. The disc isn't in there, which is gutting, absolutely gutted. But it's all the manuals are in there, so eventually maybe one day I'll find disc only. Pandora's Tower, that was a really good game as well. Really enjoyed that. Got another wee Mario there. And into our Xbox 360, so another gift there from Mark. Absolutely brilliant. I love that game, Dante's Inferno. yeah, it was just class, like a God of War clone, but you can't take that away from it. It's just absolutely brilliant. Darksiders 2 as well, got that from my Uncle Eddie, so that's a really cool game too. I really enjoyed the Darksider games. The Fear games, so I need to get into the Fear games and start them at some point. A little Halo Master Chief there. And then Enslaved, another absolutely classic game. Over here, so these 3 games here that are going to be part of one of my next videos, which is 3 games to recommend. Over here we've got, I think his name's Locke from Halo Reach, I'm not sure. Bioshock Infinite, I absolutely love the Bioshock games. I think the first one probably is my favourite, but that one there is absolutely class as well. I mean, there's so many cool characters in it, like the twins are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I platinumed that because I played it on the PS4, the complete collection thing. A couple more Ninja Gaiden games there, which I'm too scared to touch. Terraria, I hear a lot of people talking about Terraria. They love it. I just don't get it at the moment. Not put much time into it, to be honest. Blur, still need to give that a go. I've heard that's really cool. Gears of War's there, like all the Halos up there, and then the orange box. Down here onto the PlayStation 3, got a lot of cool PS3 games in here as well. So Final Fantasy 13 2, I really want to get round to that before the year's out. I really liked the first one, to be honest. Dead Space Split Second is absolutely brilliant. Spec Ops The Line, that's a phenomenal game. If anyone's not played that, you have to go and give that a go for sure. Dishonored there as well, played that this year as well. That was recommended by Marcus at Dad and Lads Gaming. What else we got in here? Vanquish, excellent. Last of Us, Ghostbusters up there as well. Borderlands, I love Borderlands games, and Jay's starting to play them as well, and he loves them too. Got 2 sealed PS3 games, which is Little Big Planet and Aliens Colonial Marines. I think it's funny because I mentioned that once and someone said to me that I should just keep Aliens Colonial Marines sealed. So, but I did play it in the 360 and I didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was okay, but not good, it was just okay. And then Siren Bloodcross, I want to give that a go as well at some point. And these 3 games here were recently mentioned in Danny, Press Start Gaming. So he mentioned these 3 games in his 360 Hidden Gems, I think it was, or 360 underrated games. So I'll get around to them 3 at some point as well. And then we've got the PC, small PC collection. Like I said, I'm picking up games now and again for the PC. There is some cool games in here as well. I do have one sealed game, which was Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg for the PC. It's still sealed. I'll keep that sealed at the moment. I'm in no rush to play it, but I'd rather get it for the GameCube and play, to be honest. Ukulele as well, looks pretty coll. Command and Conquer the First Decade and Dune 3. So the majority of them were donated to me by Chris, and he's on the Facebook page Scottish Gamers. So he donated them to me, and he lives just not too far away from me actually, just down the road. And then we've got a Halo 5 tin, which has got like just my screwdrivers and things like that, and cleaning stuff, just to clean cartridges and things like that. Oh, and over here we've got that's a gem Jay made for me from Crash Bandicoot. We've got these cool little Star Wars fairy lights as well. And up here we've got a Japanese kind of Mario t-shirt that I bought from Game, but doesn't fit me anymore. And what else we've got over here? Just some more like little leaflet things. And then some art from Jay, that from Father's Day and things like that. He just draws me things every now and again. A little fight milk from, what do you call it? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And then on the door, we've got the infamous shoe rack. A couple of light guns there and a lot of my controllers. It's a mess, I do apologise. But it's a lot neater than they would be if they were just lying around, to be honest. I've only got one PlayStation Move, I need to get another PlayStation Move. But yeah, we've got those GameCube controllers, which GameCube inspired Switch controllers, which are quite cool for like Smash Bros, but we don't play Smash Bros that much, to be honest. And then that's one of the Wii stickers, Wiimote stickers, sorry, on one of the Wiimotes. And they're just absolutely filthy. I'm so fucking embarrassed. Just hide them in there. And that's a pretty cool Halo 360 controller as well. And then you've got some maps behind. So the maps were up before, obviously I put up the shoe rack. Down here, sorry, just got a couple more posters. So Vice City and the kind of Sega catalogue for the Master System. And that is pretty much my game room 1 year later. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Let's hope I can do another one next year. Let's hope I've got a bigger game room next year, because this is just getting a bit ridiculous, a bit too much. But anyway guys, thank you all very much for watching and take care. Cheers.
Bye.